Hey, what's up, guys? Frank here with another video, and today I wanted to talk about the browser extensions that I personally use for the things that I do, okay? And the reason browser extensions are so important and crucial when you're browsing the internet and when you're using your browser is because these extensions allows you to have some sort of enhanced capabilities, and you get to have different features that adds to your browser, and so you're able to have new features and have very personalized and customized features for whatever that you're doing, okay? And so let's go right in. The first thing that I want to say is that I personally use Microsoft Edge because for many reasons actually. One of the reasons why I use Microsoft Edge is because I love Microsoft's products and I am subscribed to Microsoft 365, and because of that I just enjoy using all the Microsoft products. And so a few weeks ago, or maybe a few months ago, I decided that I would start using Microsoft Edge because of that. And so it allows me to have all my Microsoft products working seamlessly with everything together. Okay, and so I am subscribed to Microsoft 365, and I just love using all the Microsoft products. And this is one of the reasons why I use Microsoft Edge. Another reason why I use Microsoft Edge is because in Microsoft Edge, there is this thing here called Copilot, and this is basically ChatGPT. This is basically Bing and the Copilot that uses ChatGPT, and I'm able to use ChatGPT and use AI very easily using this feature right here in the top corner, which they call it the Copilot, but before it was called Bing Chat. But this is basically AI, and I can ask it anything that I want, and AI is going to answer this. It's going to answer me, and so I think this is pretty cool, and Chrome doesn't have it, and I just appreciate having the Copilot here when I have some questions or whatever. I don't exactly all the features with the Copilot, but so far I just appreciate the fact that I can easily access to AI from my browser, okay? And so I know that in the backend, Bing Chat and the Copilot also uses ChatGPT, and so that's a way to use AI and ChatGPT very easily, okay? And another reason why I use Microsoft Edge is because of this little feature here, which is called split screen. And Chrome doesn't have this feature. And basically, what it does is that it allows you to easily make the browser into two screens, okay? Because if I don't use this, can I? Okay, because when I don't use this, then if I use my Google Chrome, then it doesn't have this feature, and then every time that I want to use split screen I have to like deal and I have to do this, and it kind of makes it a little bit difficult. But I just think that having the split screen with Microsoft Edge, I just think that's really really cool. Okay, this is a feature that I love and that I enjoy a lot. And so now that I spoke a little bit about Microsoft Edge, I just want to talk about the extensions that I use. And before I before I go further into the extension, I just want to say that the extension, you can get the Microsoft extension, the Edge extension, and you can also use the Chrome web extension. Okay, and so all the Chrome extensions also work in Microsoft Edge, and so that's an important thing to keep in mind. And so they both have their extension stores. I mean, there is the Microsoft Edge extension store, but there's also the Chrome extension store, and both of these extension store work for Microsoft Edge. Okay, and so this is just something to keep in mind. And so all the Chrome extension should usually work for Microsoft Edge. Okay, but ideally you want to use the extension from Microsoft. And to access my extension in Edge, I can just click this puzzle piece and I can just click manage extension. And then here I can easily see all the extensions that I use. And just like I said before, there's the extension that comes from the Microsoft Edge store. And then from the other sources, this is basically from the Google Store extension store, okay? And so from the Microsoft Edge, I basically use the Microsoft Editor, which comes with the Microsoft, I think it's free, but I think when you have the Microsoft 364, 365 subscription, I think the editor is kind of enhanced or something. There's more feature to it. And so I just think this is great when I have to write some sort of stuff. Maybe I have to write some sort of emails or comment or anything on social media, or just when I have to write stuff. I just love having the Microsoft editor, and it's basically an alternative to Grammarly. And I was using Grammarly before using Microsoft Editor, but since I'm subscribed to the Microsoft 365, I just basically changed for the Microsoft Editor. Okay, and so this is just pretty cool. And another extension that I use is OneNote. Okay, and what I use OneNote to take notes and journal everything. And so sometimes when I want to remember something, I want to remember some sort of text or maybe some sort of website, then I use the OneNote web clipper to clip the article. Okay, can I give you an example here? Let's go on my website. Actually, I'm gonna go on my website, frankring.com. Okay, so this is basically my website, and so what you can do with this add-on is basically click on it, and then you can. I just need to log in because I often delete my cookies, and so sometimes they have to sign in again. And so basically, it allows you to save some page. It allows you to save some sort of region or some block of text so that you can come back later. And I use OneNote quite every day, and so it's easy for me to save some notes. And also another important extension that I use is Smart Color Picker. Okay, there is a bunch of extension about color picker or whatever, and they all do the same thing. And so basically, this extension, what it does is that it allows you to pick a color from a web page, okay? And so it allows me, when I'm creating designs for my on demand business, it allows me to pick a color from a page. Let's say that, for example, okay, I want to select the color from this yellow here, okay? You see this best value for 2 to 6 people. I want to have the yellow from this page, okay? And so the color picker allows me to get the code of this color, because every color has some sort of code, and by getting the code of the color, you're able to use this code in your designs and when making designs or whatever, and then you're able to use the code to have the right color. And so it's really useful if you're into designing, just like I am for my print on demand business, okay? And so that's a pretty cool thing. And also use an ad blocker, okay? And there are many ad blockers out there, but I just found that the best ad blocker that you can find is uBlock Origin, okay? And the reason I think it's the best is because I think it is the most efficient, and it is open source, and they basically says that it's going to be free forever and nobody really owns this thing. And I know that there are other ad blockers from AdBlock Plus or whatever, but they block some ads, but they don't block all the ads because they have some sort of politics behind them. And I just think that this seems sketchy. Like, they block some ads, but not all the ads because they have some acceptable ads or whatever. I just think this is sketchy. And you block your origin. I just think they block all the ads, and it's like a no BS ad blocker. And because of that, I just think this is the best and the most efficient and the open source, and it is also the most customable if you go into the features and all the options. Okay, and so this is the extension that I have from Microsoft Edge. I also use a bunch of other extensions, but these ones they come from the Chrome extension, meaning that these extensions here, unfortunately, they're not available on Microsoft Edge extensions, but they still work for Microsoft Edge, so that's pretty cool. Okay, and another, um, I recently added this one. It's about Clarity. Clarity. It's called Clarity, and it's a pretty cool AI extension that uses ChatGPT. And basically, what it does is that it actually works on multiple websites. Okay, and not one of the reason I use it is, for example, let's take this video. Okay, I'm gonna take this YouTube video, and what it does here, it's completely free to use, by the way. What this extension does is that it creates a summary of a bunch of things. And so, for example, right now I am listening to your YouTube videos, but you see this video is pretty much like 25 minutes long. And basically what this AI extension does is that it creates a summary of the video with the highlights. And so instead of watching this video for 25 minutes, I can just use the summary and easily like move on to something else. Okay, I can get all the key points from the video, and I don't necessarily have to watch all the video. And so basically what it does is that it takes the script for the video from the video. So this is the script, okay, like all the script, the text, and then it creates a summary from the script and the text. And so it allows me to go way quicker. But you see, this extension that is Clarity, yes, it works for YouTube videos, but it also works on a bunch of websites. And so, for example, I'm gonna go on Twitter and I'm just gonna take a random tweet, and basically, as you can see, it creates another summary here about the tweet or some kind of text or whatever, and then a bunch of comments. And so, Grammarly, it allows you to like take some content and create a summary out of it so that you can save time. Instead of watching the video, you can just read the summary, and instead of watching the web page, for example, like this is my website, then I can use like Grammarly to summarize the web page or any type of content. Okay, and so it works on social media, it works on YouTube, it works on website. And so this is just a great tool if you want to save time, and it's completely free to use, and I just think it's very great. Okay, I'm having a great experience with it. And then another extension that I have is Google Dictionary. Okay, and I use the Google Dictionary because English, even though I'm making videos in English, English is actually my second language. And because of that, I want to keep a dictionary, and sometimes I need to make sure that I understand the right terms and that I understand the right words or whatever. And so sometimes I use the Google Dictionary to understand the terms or whatever. Okay, for example, right now on my website, and let's say that I don't know what reality, the word reality, I don't know what it means. Okay, and so I just simply double click on it, and then this extension is going to show me the definition of that word. Okay, and so if there's a word that I don't really understand because English is my second language, then I can just double click on it, and then it gives me the definition of that word. Okay, and so I use that sometimes. But and also another thing that you can do with Edge is the sidebar here, and there's a bunch of tools here, and in these tools you can also use a dictionary from the tools, And this is only available on Edge. I don't think Google Chrome has this, the toolkit and the sidebar here or whatever. And so you can get a bunch of apps, and so I can easily like define some sort of word in dictionary. I can also use a Google Translate, and so in my case, I often translate to the French language, because French is actually my first language, and so this is just something that I do. And yeah, I use this little text extension here. And so the next extension that I added very recently, probably a few days ago, is the new Podly extension to create merch by Amazon listing. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you real quick. When I go into the create section, I get this interface by Podly, which allows me to generate listings, description, titles, and brand using the Podly extension. Okay, and so I'm quite new into this. I might make more video about this, but I'm very excited about this extension, and I think that it is a game changer for Amazon Merch. And so if you're into Amazon Merch, I highly recommend it. Also, another extension that I use is Productor. Okay, I use Productor for merch by Amazon, and so by using Productor by Amazon, you get to get all sort of data and dashboard and product information and statistics about all your designs and all your information about your Amazon merch on demand business. And so it's completely free to use. I mean, Podly, I think Podly has a free version of the extension, but at some point you have to pay to use the AI. But Productor is completely free to use, and you can download it and start using it right away. Okay, this is a pretty cool extension for Amazon Merch, completely free to use. And also another extension that I have, but I'm planning to test very soon, is Productor Autopilot. Okay, and so basically it's like the same company that does Productor for Amazon Merch, but it has another functionality, and I think I haven't tried it yet, but I'm planning to use it. As you can see, I don't have it enabled because I realized that when I enable it, it actually like create some sort of problem with my listings or whatever, because when it's enabled, like it does thing automatically. It's an autopilot, and so if you enable it all the time, then I realize that it creates some sort of problem. And so since I don't understand how it works yet, I don't have it enabled, but I have some plans to try it very soon, and it's completely free to use too. Okay, and you get to change some prices or some description, and auto publish some things using some sort of autopilot and some scripts with this extension. And so I want to try it soon, and we'll see how that goes. And then the last extension that I use for my browser is vidIQ. Okay, and vidIQ is an extension that allows you to make better decisions if when you're creating YouTube videos. Okay, and so it gives you a lot of information when you're creating and watching videos. And so, for example, I just want to show you real quick. So if I come back to this video that I was earlier, I have this section here, and like vidIQ gives me a bunch of information about this video and some sort of score, and gives me the thumbnail, and it gives me all sort of good metrics to make about the YouTube video. And you get to learn from this video, what is this video doing right. You get all sort of metrics, and so if you're making videos just like me, it allows you to get some metrics and data about the videos. And it also add this little thing here, and basically here it's all the views, the recent views that your own channels gets. Okay, I mean this section here is is for the video itself that I'm watching, But this section here is about I get an overview of my own videos that are being viewed or whatever, and so it gives me a quick thing. Okay. And also another thing about this add-on, this extension, is that when I upload my video and when I create my videos, vidIQ has a bunch of recommendation that they're able to give me. And so, for example, I usually use a lot the optimized score from vidIQ. I can expand this and gives me a bunch of recommendations for my videos and my YouTube videos, just like this one and all the other ones. And it gives you a bunch of recommendation, and as you can see, like I can get like AI titles recommendation, I can get like AI description recommendations, and a bunch of tools here with the tags and keywords. And for now only use the free version, but I just appreciate all the recommendations that I get from the free version. And so if you're making YouTube videos or whatever, then you might want to look into this extension. Okay. And so that's pretty much the extensions that I use. I mean, sometimes I will install some extensions, but if I see that I don't use it very often, or I simply don't use it or whatever, I try to keep my extensions pretty clear. I like having a clear browser that doesn't have too many things, and so those are pretty much the extensions that I use all the time. Okay, and so I hope that this video was helpful, and let me know if you have any question. Okay, peace.